The ninth season of Chicago PD is keeping fans entertained with a steady stream of drama, and the many characters are playing out their respective storylines as passionately as they can. Among these actors and actresses, a particular one has stuck out with the fans for their brilliant acting through season 9. So, who is the lucky star? And which scenes are the fans praising him for? Keep watching and I'm gonna tell you everything, I promise. So, why did the fans love Patrick John Floiger in Adrift? Floiger has portrayed Adam Rusek on our beloved Chicago PD for over 170 episodes, but he gave us some of his best acting in the recent episode on season 9. The episode titled Adrift became much more enjoyable for the fans because of Floiger. Several vocal fans took to social media to express their enthusiasm surrounding Floiger's performance. They appreciated his amazing and natural delivery. A Chicago PD fan page on Twitter said, "It's about time Patty Floiger gets his day in the spotlight. This man turns everything he touches into gold." Similarly, one of Cinema Blend's producers tweeted that Floiger has many power-packed performances up his sleeve, and anyone who liked him in Adrift should know he is a brilliant actor. But what was the scene that had everybody going crazy over Floiger? Well, Floiger's character Rusek goes undercover and has to forcibly do dope, which leads to a messy overdose, and Rusek being rushed to the emergency ward. And if that wasn't dramatic enough for some people, fans also get to see his life being completely turned upside down, as the already broken family unit falls apart even further. He also speaks to Kim in the episode's very last scenes, and they mutually decide that it's best for them if Rusek moves out, and leaves the two in a super uncertain position. Now, other TV shows and movies Floiger's given a strong performance in. Besides Chicago PD, Floiger has appeared in a handful of TV shows and movies, where he's kept his fans entertained through that charm and personality and amazing acting skill. Let's start with the lead role in the show The 4400, which started back in 2004 and came to an end 3 years later, 2007. Yeah, that's right. Floiger's been involved in the industry for a long time, which also explains why his acting is so polished. In the show, he played the creepily gifted Sean Farrell, who had questionable abilities like being able to bring a dead bird back to life. As one of the Special 4400, Farrell is one of the group's most reliable, and of course, that kind of importance was brought to existence through some powerful acting on Floiger's part. Casting teams trust Floiger's skills, which is exactly why he's been cast in multiple projects alongside some major actors and actresses. Take Anne Hathaway and Mandy Moore in The Princess Diaries, for example, who worked with Floiger as he played the deceitful Jeremiah. Similarly, Floiger was also a part of the 2009 movie Brothers, alongside Tobey Maguire and Jake Gyllenhaal. He played Joe Willis in the war movie, and he did a pretty good job. Now, for some other interesting facts about Floiger. If the recent performance in Adrift impressed you, and maybe you're left hungry and you want to find out more about the star, you've definitely come to the right video. We've compiled some interesting facts about your new favorite actor. Patrick is not from Chicago. Floiger may not be from Chicago in real life, but he still belongs to the Midwestern region, and the place where he comes from is none other than Minnesota. Floiger was raised there and has since moved to California to devote more of his time to acting as a career. Captain America is one of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's most major roles, and Floiger knew that when he auditioned for the 2011 Captain America movie. He screen tested for the role, and he almost got it before the casting team found Chris Evans to be more of a promising contender. Tough luck, man, because otherwise, Floiger sure has a talent for such a major role, and even thinking that he auditioned for it meant that he believed he had it in him. Those good looks must have Floiger on many fan celebs crush lists, but we've got some bad news. He's actually in a relationship with Reem Amara, whom he met on the set of Chicago PD, and she played a nurse in the ICU, and the two have been happily together for some time now, and yeah, I hope it stays that way. It's pretty wholesome. Floiger wasn't always passionate about acting. Like most other actors, Floiger too had an inspiration that pushed him to take what he wanted to do more seriously. It was the 1995 film Braveheart, which is also Floiger's favorite movie. He told AfterBuzz TV that he watched the movie 6 times in a day once. Yeah, for him, the many layers of the movie is what amazed him, and he wanted to do something similar one day. The actor's always wanted to live his life to the absolute fullest, and he achieves that by traveling to the places he likes. Fortunately, his job also takes him to awesome places around the globe, but when he's not tied up at work, he likes to travel for fun and relaxation. He's been to many countries outside of Native America, including Germany, Vietnam, and Switzerland. Now, in other Chicago PD news, this scene from season 3 just went way too far. In one of the more controversial scenes from the entire series, one episode from Season 3 is still discussed when the show's shortcomings are discussed. The episode was called Justice, and in an unusual thing for Chicago PD, it addressed the issue of police and racial injustice in America. Except in this episode, the show seemed to be reinforcing the police's innocence in the way it deals with issues of race. In the episode, we saw Officer Burgess shoot down an African-American teenager. After Sean Romans ends up getting injured, being completely on Burgess's side, the episode saw the entire team race for evidence to prove that the kid really was the culprit. The episode was especially disturbing for some because it used the real-life story of an actual teenager named Laquan McDonald. He was shot dead by the police as he walked away from him. Yet, the show used his real-life and very sensitive story to portray the police in a good light, entirely denying the circumstances and where the police had been wrong in persecuting non-whites. To many viewers, this felt exploitative of Laquan's story, and it's exactly why they criticized it when the episode first came out, and still criticize it to this day as far as I know. Here's the real reason why the Chicago franchise actors left. The Chicago franchise had spread its branches throughout Hollywood, with the successful spin-off Chicago Fire and Chicago Med, and through the years, there have been old and new faces giving great performances to keep that show up and running. In between all this, many actors have actually left for one reason or another, and here we got a list of a few of them for you. Dora Madison Burge from Chicago Fire. The paramedic in charge who replaced Peter Mills in Season 3 of Chicago Fire was Jessica Chilton, or Chili for short. Chili had a hard time getting other actors to accept her in Mills' place, and in Season 4, she had a downward spiral when she gave a patient the wrong medication and nearly killed them. As a result, she was relieved of some of the responsibilities that came with her job, which essentially meant she was fired. In addition to that decision, actress Burge was also fired in the middle of Season 4. It was a natural progression of the storyline that forced her to part ways with the Chicago Fire. Actor Seda joined the One Chicago franchise as Chief Investigator Antonio Dawson. He then moved on to the spin-off Chicago PD before being hired into the short-lived series Chicago Justice. The show's creator Dick Wolf tried his best to keep Seda tied to the show, even after being laid off from Chicago Justice, and his character was integrated into Chicago PD once again. However, the writers soon realized that Seda's character was pretty much done for, and there was no space left for any creativity. So they had to say them hard goodbyes, and Seda had lived a One Chicago free life ever since. Sophia Brush is another star who left the One Chicago franchise for good. She was one of Chicago PD's greatest assets and was featured in promotional material often. However, her time on the series was short-lived, and after just 4 years, her complex character Erin Lindsay was sent off to New York after she received a job offer from the FBI itself. And we saw no more of Bush on Chicago PD. The famous One Tree Hill actress has since starred in other projects, and though One Tree Hill is well and canceled, Bush is still keeping busy by doing small and medium roles in shows like Good Sam and more. So that's it for today's video. Which of these actors do you miss the most from One Chicago franchise? Let us know in the comment section below, and if you don't feel like doing that, you don't get any of my chocolate bar. I'm sorry, I would share, so make sure to give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you later.